As there's a famous clip at EVO where HBox goes down on Wobbles 2-1, but EVO's always been best of 3 up until winners, losers, grands.
Yep.
So they were both sitting there like, all right, let's finish the game 5. Wobbles is stoked because he won game 3, but not because he won the set.
It's like the first EVO, right?
It's like, yeah, like 2013,
that's
I
the
think.
one that Wobbles got.
And as they're about to start playing, somebody comes up and informs them that it was best of 3, and Wobbles, no hesitation, stands up and just offers the fist bump and walks away as fast as he can, knowing that, like, the set is over. So, anyway, YooMoo now making that run back. I think he wants his run back on Pez, but standing in his way are 2 people now. First one being WelfarePickles, who in his own right has had quite a solid tournament with this snake. The winner of this will have a date with Salad in Losers Finals to make it to Pez in Grands. Game 1, PS2 in this Losers Semis best of 5. YooMoo looking so very strong through these stream sets today. And WelfarePickles looking very strong in his advantage state in his own right when he sets up this wall and gets a lead. So we'll see how well YooMoo knows the snake matchup with this Mario.
This is going to be the kind of matchup where I think YooMoo's style of play, where, you know, he was taking advantage so much of players' hesitancies and their disadvantage. Snake is the kind of character where, like, he has the room to have those hesitancies because he can be covered by grenades, he can be covered by armor on his up B, Cypher, he can be covered by the C4. These are things that allow him to hesitate, and YooMoo might not necessarily have the time that he wants to, like, establish habits and then punish based off of them. He's going to have to first prove that he can deal with, like, the snake shenanigans first, right?
Yeah, he will need to prove that. In terms of previous experience, I mean, I don't know WelfarePickles' resume as well, obviously, but YooMoo has played Apollo Kage plenty of times over the course of the last month or so. There was the PPA Yacht Club crew battle that happened in Illinois recently, so Apollo Kage was up for that. And YooMoo and AK played both in the crew battle and in the bracket.
I did not know AK was in that crew battle.
Yes, he is Yacht Club. So YooMoo AK was a thing multiple times. They fought a ton. I believe they also fought at Ignition that week as well. So he has a ton of Snake experience, but in terms of how well it has gone in his favor, that leaves a little bit more to be desired than probably he would like. Mario Snake is probably a pretty hard matchup for Mario, I'd imagine, just at face value, not even including his playstyle, as that grenade gonna kill Mario. He's just yelling at the screen.
Mario doesn't really have great answers to Cypher, because, like, you're going to run up and up air the Cypher. What's that going to do? Unless Snake is at, like, you know, 200%.
He just jumped up and popped up for the one stock. Tell us how you really feel, YooMoo.
Snake's hard to fight, man. Hard to fight.
Yes, very. Snake plays by different rules than a lot of the other characters the rest of the cast. And there's a few characters like that as well. For a long time, it was just Snake. But a lot of the new DLC is kind of like that.
Bayonetta was like that in 4, right? Just playing by completely different rules of the game. Yeah, the DLC is like that, especially with a lot of their comeback mechanics.
Well, now we have Snake, Min, Steve. They're all just playing so differently.
Pyra and Mithra.
Yeah, well, Pythra's more just a sword character. But, like, I'm talking, like, way out of the realm of, like, Snake has a move he can leave anywhere on the stage that can just kill from anywhere at any time.
I think Sephiroth plays by different rules a little bit.
Once the one wing is out, yes, absolutely.
YooMoo tried to flood the grenade at him down low. That was so clean, but it didn't quite hit.
Yeah, he's done that a few times this set where he's just been trying to flood the grenades back at WelfarePickles when he throws them. And he has to time it right for it to work. Otherwise, he's just going to get hit in the face by the grenade. He's trying to, like, catch grenades, do whatever he can with them. Being able to catch grenades is critical if you can utilize them. But often you have to catch them before they actually hit you.
That'll do it.
The cape off of the Cypher will do it. Even with the sly little grin over there, knowing exactly what he pulled off.
And now, we've seen so many fast games today. It looks like YooMoo wants to be very patient with this lead as he kind of dashes back and forth.
Well, YooMoo actually is a very patient player if his opponent is patient, because he waits for you to make mistakes more than he, like, pushes his own advantage a lot of the time. But a grounded Snake, yeah, he's going to take his 80% with the trade. Gets the F smash, puts it at 104. WelfarePickles having a hard time.
Bam!
YooMoo going for it all, and the the Cypher armor not allowing the crazy thing he was trying to do there. Yeah, he really did go for it. But he does still have a lead. He just has to be a little bit more cautious with it now. And he gets the up smash. That will take the stock. That will kill even the heavy body of Snake. A very strong move in its own right.
That was such a goofy game.
It was a goofy game,
That's goofy.
It was adaptation a little bit from both players. I think YooMoo adapted a little harder because WelfarePickles started with a solid lead. He had kind of put that wall up. Mario has a little bit of a hard time getting through that wall sometimes, but Welfare started playing more of a grounded game. And instead of YooMoo like chasing him in the air, YooMoo was able to get the grounded punishes he needed when WelfarePickles decided, hey, I'm going to play ground. I'm going to go for some tilts. I'm going to hold my grenades like on stage. It wound up biting him because Welfare did have a lead I feel he could have maintained. But he has to know that he has to just continue the wall. You don't really want to interact directly with Mario on the ground ever if you can avoid it.
I think YooMoo's plan around these grenades, you know, with the flood, maybe mixing in the cape every once in a while, and mixing up his burst timing. So like, you saw the C4 was planted right in front of Snake. I think that was part of his wall. It's still there on the right. Like, YooMoo just picking different timings to approach when necessary. It's not like he's camping and like waiting too long to approach, but he's picking timings that Pickles isn't necessarily ready to scout out yet. Oh, he let that rip on the platform, which was a good idea. And he hit the mistech! Wow, good stuff.
Yeah, that was a great setup. It was looking like YooMoo had that planned a lot of the way because he was going for falling up airs, and he mixed in a nair at the strangest time, and it caused the mistech. I don't think WelfarePickles was at all ready to get neutral aired in that situation. YooMoo had been going for all up airs and up tilts up to that point.
Yeah, that was like the last possible frame that YooMoo could have landing naired there. It almost looked like a Yoshi nair landing on the ground. You know what? Up tilt's a move
that you can spam 3 times and it will hit. A lot of Snake players will tell you, having a hard time killing, hit up on the C-stick. It's gonna go places.
And we haven't really mentioned this yet in this set, but this is another one of those spots where you gentlemen to Pokemon Stadium 2 against Snake. We've mentioned this many, many times on commentary, where it's like people let this stage be a thing where you're like, okay, this is a fair stage game 1. Snake loves this stage.
Yeah, Snake is
like
one
Snake's
of
best stage.
Yeah, Snake is one of the few characters in the game where, like, you should not gentlemen's to PS2. I'm just going to tell you people that are watching bluntly, do not do that. I promise it's going to go against you in the games you lose. And in the games you win, all you did was cause an uphill battle for yourself. 100%
I mean, I
agree
think
with
many
you.
people gentlemen to PS2 way too much, but that's neither here nor there.
I spent the entire day trying to get people to gentlemen's to small battlefield. The more neutral, more fair version of that stage. Wow, that up smash connected from about as far away frame-wise as it possibly could. It looked ridiculous. It looked like Mario headbutted the air and Snake flew away.
Good forward tilt to catch the roll from the ledge get up.
Back
How
row?
did you get that grab?
Where did that grab come
That
from?
grab was magic. Immediately out of the neutral, he must have buffered it out of neutral get up from the ledge.
That makes sense.
Who does that versus Snake though? Snake covers neutral get up so well.
Yeah, YooMoo is, like, as we've mentioned many, many times, he just sees the game differently than others. And you're right about it being magic. The M in YooMoo stands for magic.
Now I know that. Thank you.
Nothing else
Now
stands
Twitch
for
chat
anything
knows
else.
that. The U stands for yo, but
As he gets up tilted. You yo'd an up tilt. You're going to need a shower. You have yo'd a Snake up tilt.
cheered for Captain Falcon, so we're both gonna need showers. It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with Captain Falcon. It's a very fine character. Oh, that saved YooMoo. That back air saved him. He air dodged and was in the lag from it. He may not have been able to make it back.
There's no way that WelfarePickles would have been able to react to that. I mean, I think the strong hit of back air would have killed him as well, so...
No, they're all strong
Can't
hits with
necessarily
Snake.
blame him. That's true.
No, I mean, literally, it's always the strong hit.
No,
So,
there's a weak hit of back air.
I don't think
There
there
absolutely is. It has a lingering hitbox.
Yeah, but it's like always strong. It's ridiculous.
It's not like Sonic weak hit back air. There is a weak hit. Yeah,
Wow.
look at that. He just knows when he can run through the C4.
Well, Mario actually does have a pretty decently a decent amount of speed on the ground. And YooMoo's been taking full advantage of, like, WelfarePickles not expecting YooMoo to run up from far away and just go for a grab.
Okay, good drift away. That C4 on that left platform was actually pretty scary, and I was scared for YooMoo, but how deep can you go?
Yeah,
Very deep is the answer.
YooMoo waited till the very end. He never went that far out horizontally. He went for that crazy fair vertically, like down at the bottom of the blast zone in that first game. but he really had kind of been letting Snake freely go low, then go for Cypher, go low, go for Cypher. He never really challenged it. And that kind of conditions your opponent like, all right, that's always going to be safe. And all of a sudden, there's Mario's feet drop kicking you in the top of the head. And you are gone. YooMoo with a 2-0 lead.
That's the versatility of the way YooMoo plays, right? Like, you have to respect his ledge trap just as much as you have to respect his edge guard. Mario, known for the edge guarding, but when YooMoo is playing so well, just waiting on the stage for you to do a get up, that means that, like, when he changes the tempo in such a drastic way, it is huge. And it's huge enough to give him a 2-0 lead here in losers semifinals. Let's see if WelfarePickles can answer back.
All right, so here we go. I like that YooMoo kind of ran up and went for jab just to see if WelfarePickles would approach. He'd been doing a number of dash attacks. And Welfare, to his credit, held back when he saw the jab and then immediately did 2 dash attacks. Probably got his opponent thinking, oh, I'm not going to go for him anymore. Just immediately catching for the extra damage. And this really is a game of, like, catch your hits when you get it. This is not a heavy combo game like we saw with Falcon and Palutena. This is chip damage after chip damage after chip damage for both these characters. Because Mario can't full combo Snake because Grenade comes in those 1-frame intervals oftentimes. Like, if you do a perfect true combo, you can. But YooMoo multiple times has had those broken up by Grenade. Broken up by Grenade over and over again. So they've just been playing the chip damage game.
That bounce is not friendly here. Snake should be able to make it back.
He
but he missed the C4!
He flooded him as he was C4ing, so he couldn't do it. YooMoo going to take the first stock with some creativity there.
Brawl Snake's in shambles right now. I guess Mario could have done that in Brawl, right? But Mario just was not a meta character at all. Oh my god, I cannot believe that killed. Mario's not light.
There's no way
Mario
Mario...
killed at 124 after the hit.
Did Mario have flood in Brawl?
Yeah.
Huh.
That was the first game he had flood. Again, just sniping this out, but barely missing the cape hitbox.
Yeah, YooMoo had an idea there. He got that back air. He knew exactly how he wanted to follow it up. Just barely couldn't make it happen. But here we go again. WelfarePickles at a decent amount. Just kind of like that sweet spot amount for how YooMoo's been taking stocks. He's been getting his, like, confirms into, like, whatever. Uh-oh.
He has a jump, and...
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I was like, I really was surprised the super jump punch didn't trade with the Cypher in that position, right? So it just has invulnerability the whole way up, but I guess it matters with how you time it. Either way, YooMoo is still alive.
All right, I love that. That's the thing YooMoo's been going for. He'll hit jab, jab, and he tries to get the opponent to, like, roll away from you or, like, into you when they're already approaching. And if they buffer that roll, they die to the F smash. I think that's a lot of, like, why YooMoo plays the way he does, is he expects his opponents to potentially buffer bad options, even if they really didn't want to, because the buffer system exists and is a thing in this game, and he uses it to his own advantage.
Lincoln, you missed it. YooMoo fast fell.
Yeah.
Missed it. You missed it. You were talking.
Nah, glitch in the system. Missed input.
Now, actually, YooMoo, this is the first time I think he's been at a stock disadvantage this set so far. See how he can come up with the stock here. Okay, good tech from Pickles, though.
All right, pivot up smash didn't kill at 140. Wow.
Perfect DI, I think, on the part of Pickles.
He would charge up his flood. Doesn't know if he'll need it this stock. Yeah, uses it immediately. Yeah, all right, there you go. Dash up, pivot up, smash. YooMoo ready for that roll up. Weren't a lot of options there for Pickles to get out of the corner. He would have had to do something aggressive, but even then, I think YooMoo would have been able to get the shield out in time.
Double cape. I think he was looking for Cypher high, right?
Yeah. He wanted to make absolutely sure that if it happened, he would get a free stock at 0. Because as I mentioned earlier on, this is mostly chip damage. So YooMoo's fine with taking that risk at 0, because he's not going to die from the one interaction for the most part. Unless it's that forward air. That snake forward air will sometimes just going to kill you.
These slow jabs, like finding that window to dash in and then jabbing has bought YooMoo so much space on the stage versus Snake, but oh my goodness, I could not believe that went to kill screen. But you know what? YooMoo's still alive, only because he perfectly DI'd the best move in the game. And it's not going to work the second time.
No, it's not. And yes, that is the best move in the game. As a reminder for those of you listening at home, Snake up tilt. Man, that move's good. And that will take the stock and the game for WelfarePickles. He is on the board as he attempts to climb this mountain of a 2-0 deficit.
This is a good time to tell my one of my WelfarePickles anecdotes. I went to Shine 2019, the last Shine there was. That's where they had the Smash Collegiate Champion Finals. And University of Iowa made it. Okay, actually, Pickles switching over to the Wolf for Smashville. Interesting. I'm going to finish my anecdote anyway and ignore the character for now. University of Iowa at Shine 2019, they had a player from, I think their crew's of 5, 15 stocks versus 15 stocks in the crew battles.
Yes.
One of their players couldn't make it, and it was one of their better players. So the rules for the Shine 2019 crew battle is you just have to play down 3 stocks. So they went into every game down 15 stocks to 12 from the jump. You don't get a sub. And WelfarePickles, as the carry on that team, made it close. He fought and fought and fought. As he is doing here at Honeypot to transition this back very smoothly, as always. The Wolf doing work on Smashville here at the start of game number 4.
Yeah, his Wolf is absolutely real. I don't know if this is like a more recent thing. I played him in bracket earlier. He played Wolf in his game 3, switched off of Snake. And we wound up on Wolf Trainer in the end. Very close game, but his Wolf absolutely real. He really likes that neutral air, and he tends to use it like as a really good fadeaway option, but he times it in a way where like as he's landing, he won't just be an end lag when he lands with the nair, which a lot of Wolves wind up being. Is YooMoo with the kind of the panic upbeat? You don't see that from him too often. Wasn't really sure if he was going to get stage spiked at 0 or not.
That was a really scary spot to be, and like he did tech the stage spike, but then you just need to make sure, like you're not sure if it's gonna knock you down, even after you tech or not. So you gotta throw the up B out in that position. That's gonna cost him here to the tune of at least 60% before the stock's taken. Okay, good turnaround back air, as YooMoo is known to do.
Yeah, YooMoo needs to now kind of recalibrate. You know, he was playing that way that he was playing against Snake with the chip damage because he knew he couldn't really go for those combos. And sometimes when you see the character switch, you won't always realize at the first stock, but you got to remember what your normal game plan is, not your Snake-tuned or, you know, other character that plays by the rules-tuned game plan currently was. You got to go back to just playing your game, doing your thing. So I'm going to see if YooMoo is able to do that. WelfarePickles, this looks like so far has been an excellent counter pick. He's been playing very well, tacking on that damage where he needs to, not allowing YooMoo to get anything huge off of these reads.
Oh, but then as soon as you say it.
And not dead yet. It just turned out to be about 30% in a combo. Just a scary looking combo.
Great DI on the part of WelfarePickles to stay alive there.
Back throw. Not quite. Oh, that up B gotta go through the stage. Huge for YooMoo. And once again, it allows him to recover.
That must be hitting like just below the lip of Smashville, which just stops something like, you know, a charged up smash in the corner or whatnot.
It's because of where WelfarePickles was positioning himself on the stage. Because, you know, WelfarePickles wants that free kind of edge guard attempt that Wolves can usually go for.
How low can you go here for both of these players? And the dip on the back air is enough for YooMoo to take the stock lead.
Yeah, this is the most difficult part about playing against YooMoo is when you get him to a high percent, it's really hard to take that stock with with what you would call a quote-unquote fair character. Like a character that doesn't have anything crazy. You know, Wolf has been hitting all these moves, these like these neutral airs and like these tilt moves with like 196, 206 he's living till, and Wolf has kill options.
You are just conditioned to call Wolf fair because you commentated Snake for 3 games before this. Wolf is not a fair character.
Wolf is a good character, but he doesn't necessarily have like a bizarre way to take stocks. Just everything is strong. Oh my lord!
And with the wherewithal from WelfarePickles actually grab out of the tech. That was slick from both of them, even though the shocks had us all shocked on the part of YooMoo's combo.
All right, YooMoo now continuing his advantage there, but WelfarePickles after that is not out of this game yet. Although looking grim, he gets hit with the fireball. The flood not going to do it. He's back up on stage. Catches them with the fair. Can't get the landing up air.
Yeah, it's up to Pickles now to slow the game down, but he gets grabbed in the corner, and the pressure is still on.
Oh, the dash attack
lingers.
Oh, and he can't quite take the stock. He goes for that down air. That did not connect. The back throw not quite going to do it. Pickles defying all odds, staying alive through so much crazy stuff, but this back throw should do it. Yep. And it will, right into the corner, even with the good DI, as YooMoo Smash Bros takes the 3-0 lead, gives the head nod over to the commentators, as PPA YooMoo advances to losers finals as he continues this run after that loss to Pez, he wants his run back. Meanwhile, WelfarePickles out at a very respectable 4th place. Got to see the Wolf a little bit, primarily a Snake. Played very well throughout the day, but gonna have to settle for 4th on this day.
That last stock of that last game was a roller coaster. I'm still catching my breath after that. Man, that was crazy. Great gameplay from both of those players going. And actually, all these sets have been fantastic gameplay.